Hi everyone, welcome to MyMax Academy. In this video, we'll continue with the chapter determinants from your 12th standard CBSE Mathematics. I'll continue with the miscellaneous exercise and page number 142 in your textbook, problem number 16. Problem number 16, which is we have to solve this equation and find the value of x, y and z. We have to solve this equation using matrix method. We have to solve and find the value of x, y and z. Now again, this is not a linear equation because we have the variables on the denominator, right? So we need to convert this in the form of a linear equations in three variables, right? System of equations in three variables by making some substitution. So suppose if you put, we should not have variable in the denominator. If we have variable in the denominator, then it will not be a linear equation. It will not be a linear equations in three variables. So to convert this set of equations as linear equations in three variables, then we will make a substitution saying we'll put 1 by x as some p, another variable, and 1 by y as q, and 1 by z as r, right? P, q and r. Now then this set of equations, they get transformed to, so this will become 2p, because 2 into 1 by x is 2p, plus this will become 3q plus 10r equal to 4, because your 1 by x will become p, 1 by y is q and 1 by z is r. Fine. Now again the second equation becomes 4p, because 1 by x is p, 1 by y, so minus 6q plus 5r equal to 1. Third equation becomes 6p plus 9q minus 20r equal to 2. Now this has become a linear equations in three variables, set of linear equations in three variables, and we can solve these and find the value of p, q and r. Once we solve this using matrix method and find the value of p, q, r, then we can substitute here to find the value of x, y, z. Fine. So again, how do we solve this? So we will write the matrix A, which is our coefficient matrix. So 2, 3, 10. So 2, 3, 10. That is our A matrix. Then 4, minus 6, 5. Then 6, 9 and minus 20. So this is our A matrix. Then our B matrix is X. Sorry, I'll call the other one as X matrix. Capital X matrix will be P, Q and R. It will have the variables. Then our B matrix will be, our matrix B will be 4, 1, 2. 4, 1 and 2. So this equation can be represented as a matrix expression of AX equal to B. A into X. If you multiply these two, you'll get this. Right? Now we have to solve this and find the value of PQR first. So for that, so if AX equal to B, then our X becomes A inverse B. If A inverse exists. So we'll have to check whether A inverse exists or not. For that, we have to first find the value of the determinant of A. Now what is determinant of A? This is A matrix. So determinant of A is equal to, if you expand along row 1, so 2 into, so we'll close this column, this row and this column, minus 6 into 20 is plus 120, minus 9 5s are 45. Then minus 3 into, this is 3, but it is in the position A12. So 1 plus 2 is 3 odd number. So minus, the position of this element is A12. So it becomes minus 3. So close this particular row and this particular column. 4 into minus 20 is minus 80. Minus 6 5s are 30. Then plus 10 into, close this particular row, this particular column, 36 plus 36. Right? So this 4, 9, 36 minus 6 into minus 36, minus 36, minus 36 into minus is plus 36, so 36 plus 36. So this will give you 120 minus 45 is 75 into 2, 150. Then minus into minus plus 11 into 110 into 3 is plus 330. Then plus 72 tens are 720. So if you add all of them, so 720. So if you add all of them, we get 1050, 1200, which is not equal to 0. So the determinant of which is not equal to 0. So determinant of A is what? 1200, which is not equal to 0. Therefore, A inverse exists. So therefore, A inverse exists. And what is A inverse? A inverse is given by 1 by determinant of A into adj of A. Now we should find what is adj of A. Adj of A matrix is given by, I'll write it here. So we have to find adj of A matrix. And what is adj of A matrix? Adj of A matrix is A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. That is our adj of A. Now let's find what is A11. So our A11 is equal to M11. That is equal to, what is M11? The minor of this element. So close this row, this column. This particular row and this particular column are closed. So if you close that, what do we get? So minus 6 into minus 20 is plus 120 minus 45. Right? So plus 120 minus 45 gives you 75. Now A12 is minus M12. Whenever the sum of this is odd, 1 plus 2 is 3. Odd means minus M12. That is equal to minus of M12. Close this and this. Right? So minus 80 minus 30. Minus 80 minus 30 is minus 120, 110. So it will become plus 110. So A13 is M13. M13 means we have to take this element, this row, this column is closed. Then 36 plus 36. 36 plus 36, which is 72. Now we should find A12. Now what is A12? I'll write here A21. A12 we have found. A21. A21 is minus M21. That is equal to minus of M21. Second row, first column. Second row, first column. So close the second row, close the first column. So if you close this, we take one more marker. So if you close this particular row and this particular column, right? Then you get 3 into minus 20 minus 60 minus 9 into 10 is minus 90. Minus 60 minus 90. Minus 60 minus 90 will become plus 150. Now A22 is M22. A22 is M22. So M22 will become I'll close this particular, this is M22. This element is A22. I'll close this row and this column. Right? Then 2 into minus 20. Right? So I'll close these two. Right? So this row and this column. Then you get this entire row is closed. 2 into minus 2, minus 40. Minus 6 into 10 is minus 60. So you get minus 40 minus 60. That gives you minus 100. That is your A22 when you take this element. Now we will take A23. What is A23? A23 is minus M23. That is equal to minus of M23. So we will close this particular row and this particular column. Right? This element, this particular column, if you close, right? If you close this and this, then we are left with 2 into 9 minus 6 into 3. So if you close this and this, right? If you close this and this row and this column, so 2 into 9 is 18 minus 18. 18 minus 18, that is 0. That is A23. So similarly, we should find A31. A31 is M31. That is equal to M31 is third row, first column. Third row, first column is this. So sorry, it's getting erased because I was hiding things. So close this particular row and this particular column. Right? 15 minus into minus plus 60. Right? 15 plus 60 is 75. Now A32 will become A32 is this. So this particular row, this particular column. So 2 5s are 10. This into this 10 minus 4 into 10. So 10 minus 40. So 10 minus 40. This is minus M32. 10 minus 40 will give you plus 30. Now A33 equal to M33. The A33 will give you M33. So that is this and this are closed. Minus 12, 4 3s are minus 12. Minus 12 is minus 24. That is your A33. Fine. Now let's find adj of A. What is adj of A? So adj of A is, we have to substitute all these values. A11 is 75. A12 is 110. A13 is here, which is 72. Then A21 is here, 150. A22, which is this, which is 100 minus 100, 0, 75, 30 and minus 24. This is our edge of A matrix. That's our edge of A matrix. Now we'll have to find the inverse. So A inverse is 1 by determinant of A, this 1200 into edge of A. Edge of A is 75, 150, 75, 110 minus 100, 30, 72, 0 minus 24. Fine. Now let's find x. X is what? X is equal to A inverse B. So x is equal to A inverse, this is 1200, 1 by 2, 1200 into 75, 150, 75, 110 minus 100, 130, then 72, 0 minus 24 into B. B is what? 4, 1, 2. So 4, 1 and 2. Fine. Now we are going to multiply this. So if you multiply this, what do we get? That is equal to 1 by 1200 into 75 into 4 is 150 plus 1 into 150 is 150 plus 2 into 75 is 150. Right? Oh, sorry. 75 into 4 is not 1. 75 into 4 is 300. My mistake. Right? So you get 300, 150, 150. Then 110 into 4 is 440. Minus 100 into 1 is minus 100 plus 60. Minus 100 plus 60. Then the next one is 72 into 4 is 72, 4s are 288. Plus 1 into 0 is 0. Then 2 into 20 is minus 48. So finally this will become 1 by 1200 of 300 plus 300 is 600, 400 plus 440 plus 60, 500 minus 100 is 400 and this is 240. Fine. Now if you divide them by the element, so I am writing the continuation here. Fine. So you get your X matrix becomes 1 by 1200 can be taken inside. So if you divide each element by 1 by 1200, so 600 by 1200 is 1 by 2, then 400 by 1200 is 1 by 3, then 240 by 1200 is 1 by 5. So your X is 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 5 and your X is what? PQR. PQR is 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 5. So therefore your P is 1 by 2, Q is 1 by 3 and your R is 1 by 5. Now we can find X. So 1 by X is P and P is 1 by 2. So 1 by X is equal to 1 by 2. So 1 by X is equal to 1 by 2. So that will tell you X is equal to 2. Then 1 by Y is equal to 1 by 3. 1 by Y is Q and Q is 1 by 3. So if I put 1 by Y equal to 1 by 3, we'll get Y is equal to 3. Then 1 by Z equal to 1 by 5. That will tell you your Z is equal to 5. So your answer is X is equal to 2, Y is equal to 3 and Z equal to 5. Fine. So that is your answer. So all of you can pause the video and take the notes. Fine. I will go to the next problem, which is problem number 17. So 17th problem is, it's a multiple choice question, MCQ, but still we will have to solve and find. So 17th, we have to find the value of the determinant where AP, AB, C are in AP. So given is A, B, C are in AP, are in arithmetic progression. Then we have to find the value of the determinant. So what is the value of the determinant? It is x plus 2, x plus 3, x plus 2a. For this determinant, we have to find the value of what is this determinant? X plus 3, x plus 4, x plus 2b, then x plus 4, x plus 5, x plus 2c. Now, value of this is equal to what? It's equal to what? Question mark. But again, the moment you have three numbers a, b, c are in AP, then we know the solution for this is, since a, b and c are in AP, AP means arithmetic progression, therefore the common difference is same, which means b minus a is same as c minus b, which means if we bring everything to one side, you get 2b minus a minus c will become 0. 2b minus a minus c equal to 0, or we can write this as, if everything comes here, this b comes here, it will become plus b, so b plus b 2b, c comes here minus c, already there is a minus a, or we can also write this as a minus 2b plus c equal to 0. So wherever we see this value a minus 2b plus c, we can put that value as 0. Right? Now let's observe this determinant. So this determinant, if we take this determinant, now suppose a minus 2b plus c is 0. So suppose here you have a, here I have a minus 2b, here we have 2b, here we have 2a, here we have 2b, so there is a minus on this, and plus c, here we have 2c, but so there is a, then minus this, then plus this. So suppose if you do the operation, let's try to do one of the operation which is going to give us a minus 2b plus 2c somewhere in the row or a column. We'll focus on that. We need to get this value by applying some row or column operation so that we can put this value as 0. So how do we get this value? So I can say R1 is R1 minus R2 plus R3, because A is in R1, B is in R2, C is in R3. R1 minus 2 times R2 plus R3. Suppose if you apply this row 1 as row 1 minus 2 times row 2 plus row 3. This is what it is. Row 1 is A, row 2 is B, row 3 is C, and 2 times B, so 2 times R2. Suppose if you apply this operation on this determinant, so what do we get? Right? So what we get is, if you apply this, so we get then our row 1 becomes x plus 2 minus 2 times x plus 3, right? Then plus x plus 4. So which means we are basically adding this and this. So x plus 2 plus x plus 4 is 2x plus 4 minus 2 times this minus 2x plus 6. So 2x plus 6 minus 2x plus 6 will become 0. You can do this rough calculation if you want. You can do it here. This is R1. R1 is x plus 2 minus 2 into R2. R2 is x plus 3 plus R3. R3 is x plus 4. If you do this, you'll get x plus 2 minus 2x minus 6 plus x plus 4. So 2x, x cancel. This minus 6, this will also get cancelled. You get 0. That is 0. So similarly here you will get, this is x plus 3 minus 2x plus 8 minus 2x minus 8. This is x plus 5. So x plus 5, x plus x is 2x minus 2x 0. 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. This also will become 0. Similarly, if you do this here, you will get x plus 2 times this minus this. So this alone I will do it and show it. So if you do here the same operation, there is x plus 2a minus 2 into x plus 2b plus x plus 2c, right? This is R1 minus 2 times R2 plus R3. If I do this, right, the other two I'll write as it is: x plus 3, x plus 4, x plus 2b, x plus 4, x plus 5, x plus 2c. Fine. So if I do this, what do we get? Now if you observe here, so this becomes 0, 0, and this becomes x plus 2a minus 2x minus 4b plus x plus 2c. This is minus 2x, x cancels. Then you get x plus 3, x plus 4, x plus 2b, x plus 4, x plus 5, x plus 2c. Now again, if you write the 0, 0, and here 2a minus 4b minus 2c, if I take 2 common, I get a minus 2b plus c, which is this. a minus 2b plus c, and that value will become 0, right? So you will have x plus 3, x plus 4, x plus 2b, then x plus 4, x plus 5, x plus 2c, and this value is what? 0, because they are in AP. Since they are in AP, we got this as a minus 2b plus c is 0, so which means it will become 2 into 0, that will become this as 0. So once this becomes 0, the entire element of R1 is 0, therefore the value of the determinant is 0. So therefore we can say the value of this is 0, because this will also become 0. So 0, 0, 0, all the elements are 0, so which means the value of the determinant is 0. So the option for this is option A. The right answer is option A. Option A is the right answer, which is 0. Fine. So all of you can pause the video and take the notes. I'll go to the next question, which is 18th question. So 18th question is, it's given A matrix is given and x, y, z are non-zero real numbers. Find the inverse of the matrix. So A is given as x 0 0, 0 y 0, 0 0 z. Now we have to find what is the inverse of this matrix, right? So A inverse equal to what? Question mark. We have to find A inverse. Now what is A inverse? The solution is what? Our A inverse is formula is 1 by determinant of A into adj of A. So what is determinant of A? Also they have said that x, y, z are non-zero numbers. X, y, z are non-zero real numbers. Also what is given? So x is not equal to 0, y is not equal to 0, z is not equal to 0. They are non-zero real numbers. That's meaning is x is not equal to 0, y is not equal to 0, z is not equal to 0, and all are real numbers. All are real numbers. So now adj of A. Now what is adj of A? Let's find determinant of A. What is determinant of A? Determinant of A is this. So if you expand along row 1, so x into y into z is y z minus 0, you will get x y z. And which is not equal to 0, because x is not equal to 0 and y is not equal to 0 and z is not equal to 0. So none of the three numbers are 0. Therefore, their product is also not 0. Therefore, determinant of A is not equal to 0. Therefore, we can say inverse exists. Now, let's find what is our adj of A. Adj of A matrix is what? A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. Now, we are going to find what is the corresponding cofactors. So, what are the corresponding cofactors? So, we get A11. A11 is M11. M11 means we have to close this particular row, this particular column, y into z. It will become y z. Then A12 is minus M12. That is equal to this element. This will get closed, this will get closed. 0 into z is 0, 0 minus 0. So, we will get 0. Then A13 is equal to M13. So, we will close this, we will take this, close these two. 0 into 0, 0 minus 0 into y is 0. So, A13 is 0. Now, similarly, A21 is minus M21. That is equal to M21 means this one. So, we close this particular row and this particular column. So, if you close this and this, 0 into z, 0, 0, 0. So, you will get 0. Similarly, A22, if I take, that is M22, that will be, I will close this and this. Fine. Take my other marker. So, if I take this, if I close this and this, right, then you will get x into z minus 0 into 0 is x z. So, similarly, A23, if you find minus M23, that will be equal to minus of, again M23 means this element. So, this will go x into 0, 0, 0 into 0, 0. Right, x into 0 minus 0 into 0 into 0 is 0. Right, similarly, A31 is M31, that is equal to close this and this. So, 0 into 0 into y, 0 into 0, 0 minus y into 0 is 0. So, A32 is minus M32. That is equal to 0 again, because M32 is this one, if I close this and this, 0 into 0 minus y into 0, 0. Sorry, if I take this element, I should close this and this, right? So x into 0 minus 0 into 0, 0. And A33 will become, I'll have to close this element and this row and this column. X into y is xy. Minus 0, that is xy. This becomes M33, which is xy. So now we'll substitute what is edge of A. Our edge of A matrix is A11, so y is at 0, 0, 0, x is at 0, 0, 0, xy. Now, so A inverse becomes 1 by determinant of A, which is xy z, into y is at 0, 0, 0, x is at 0, 0, 0, xy. Now, if you divide y z by, now take this inside. So, every element is divided by x, y, z. So, this will become 1 by x or x power minus 1, we can say. If I divide this by this, it will become x power minus 1, 0, 0, 0, y power minus 1, 0, 0, 0. Then 1 by xyz by xy. Xy get cancelled. You get 1 by z. 1 by z is z power minus 1. So, this is your A inverse. Right? So, A inverse is z power minus. So, x power minus 1, 0, 0, 0, y power minus 1, 0, 0, 0, z power minus 1. Fine. So, in this case, so what is our option? So, option A is the right answer. So, here also the answer is option A. Right? For both the option 17th also option A is the answer. For 18th also option A is the answer. Fine. Now, all of you can pause the video and take the notes. I'll go to the next one, which is the 19th problem. Let me erase this. Fine. So, what we have is 19th problem is A matrix is given. So, matrix A is given, which is 1 sin theta 1 minus sin theta 1 sin theta minus 1 minus sin theta and 1, where theta lies between 0 less than or equal to theta less than or equal to 2 pi. Then we have to choose determinant of A lies between which values. We have to choose the right answer. So again, let's try to find what is determinant of A. Right? So determinant of A is, so I can write, we can put like this. That's mean determinant of A, or we can even put det of A. Both mean the same, right? So let's try to find the determinant that. Right? So now determinant of A, which means determinant of A or equal to det of A, means determinant of A means determinant of this 1 sin theta 1 minus sin theta 1 sin theta minus 1 minus sin theta then 1. Sorry, no, not a bracket, it's a determinant, just a line. Fine. So now what we have is we will try to see if we can simplify this determinant. Can we get some more zeros? Now if you observe the minus theta, this is theta. So if we add these two, right, this will become 0. If I add this with this will become 0. So 2 zeros I will get. When if I do the operation, C1 implies C1 plus C3. If I add the first column with the third column, minus theta minus sin theta plus sin theta is 0. Minus 1 plus 1 is 0. So these two will become 0. So my determinant of A becomes, det of A becomes, so if I add them, C1 plus 1 is 2. C1 plus C3. So this will become 2. Minus sin theta plus sin theta is 0. Minus 1 plus 1 is 0. Then this becomes sin theta 1 minus sin theta. I am writing the other two columns as it is. Now the two rows, two elements of column 1 has become 0. So we can expand along column 1. So expanding along C1 to find the determinant, right? So if we expand along C1, what do we get? So we get, so determinant of A becomes, det of A becomes 2 into, so close this particular row, this particular column, this row and this column, then 1 into 1 is 1, minus sine theta into minus of minus sine theta into sine is plus sine square theta. So this is your det of A. Now we need to find this value will lie between which two numbers, right? So now to find between what two numbers this entire value lies, that is the value of determinant. So what are the range of this entire value that we have to find, right? So because they say determinant of A belongs to, whether it is 0, it is definitely not 0. So option A is not there. We have to find whether it is option B, C or D. So let's try to find within which two values this entire value will lie. So for that we know we will use the known result. Our sine theta always lies between minus 1 less than or equal to sine theta less than or equal to 1. Your sine is always between minus 1 and 1, which you would have studied in your 11th standard, right? Sine will be always between minus 1 and 1. So it cannot be less than minus 1, it cannot be greater than 1, sine theta. Now we have to find sine square theta. So we need to get this expression. So first I am getting sine square theta. So sine square theta will be, definitely it will be greater than 0 and it will become sine square theta less than or equal to 1. When you do the square, right, when you do the square, then this will become, your sine square theta will be less than or equal to 1 always, but also your sine square theta will be greater than 0, or 0 is less than or equal to sine square theta, right? Sine theta is between minus 1 and 1, but sine square theta will be always between 0 and 1. It cannot become negative obviously, because sine square is a positive number. So it can be either 0 or any value greater than 0, because it is sine square. So it is non-negative, either 0 or positive, and the positive value also cannot exceed 1, because your sine theta is less than or equal to 1 means your sine square theta also will be less than or equal to 1. Now we got this. Now we need 1 plus sine square theta. So I am going to add 1 on both sides. So 0 plus 1, or I put 1 everywhere. I am going to add 1 throughout. So 1 plus 0 less than or equal to 1 plus sine square theta less than or equal to 1 plus 1. Then what do we get? We get 1 less than or equal to 1 plus sine square theta less than or equal to 2. So I am adding 1 throughout. So here 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus. So 1 plus 0, 1 plus sine square theta, 1 plus 1. So you get 0, 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus sine square theta, this is 1 plus 1 is 2. Right? Then continuing here. So what we'll do is, now I'm writing this as it is again. So 1 is less than or equal to 1 plus sine square theta less than or equal to 2. So this is what we got. Now we need 2 into 1 plus sine square theta. So we got 1 plus sine square theta, we need 2. So I'm going to multiply throughout by 2. So multiplying throughout by 2, and if you multiply throughout by 2, which is a positive value, then the inequalities, this less than will be less than or equal to 1. It will not reverse the sign. Inequality doesn't change. So if I'm going to multiply throughout by 2, so this will become 1 into 2 is 2 less than or equal to, this is 2 into 1 plus sine square theta less than or equal to 2 into 2 is 4. So each term is multiplied by 2. So which means 2 is less than or equal to, what is the value of 2 into 1 plus sine square theta? 2 into 1 plus sine square theta is determinant of A, that's the det of A. That is determinant of A is less than or equal to 4, which means your determinant of A lies between the value 2 and 4, including 2, including 4, because it is less than or equal to, So therefore, your determinant of A will belong to the closed interval 2, 4. Closed interval 2, 4, which means it will take all the values between 2 and 4, and it is close to 2 and close to 4 means including 2, including 4. It can take 2 also, it can take 4 also. Right? Suppose if it is open means open 2, 4 means when it doesn't take the value 2 or 4, we put open 2, 4. If it is not taking the value 2 and 4, here it can take the value 2 also, because it equal to is there. Less than or equal to, less than or equal to, which means the determinant of A can be equal to 2 also, determinant of A can be equal to 4 also. Also it lies between 2 and 4. So which means you will say determinant of A belongs to the closed interval 2, 4. So which is your option D. So your option D is the right answer for question number 19, option D. For this, your determinant of A belongs to, this is our belongs to, which we use in our sets. determinant of A belongs to the interval post interval 2 comma 4. Fine. So option is D. Fine. So I will stop the session here. This completes the determinant chapter. Fine. So we have completed all the problems till the miscellaneous. So this was the last problem which we just did, right? So I will stop the session here. You can watch my next video for the next chapter which I have done for 12th standard. So please continue to watch my videos. I'm again showing you can pause the video and take this notes. If I pause the video, take the notes, and I will meet you all in the next video in my next chapter. Continue to watch my videos. Thanks for watching. See you all in the next video. Thank you and take care.